So I was doing some thinking. I was like, I kind of want to get into some reaction type of content, maybe like gameplay of upcoming games and stuff, and give you guys what my reaction to it would be. And I was thinking, like, what would I do content wise as like my first ever? And the one that just kept repeating over and over and over in my head was the Frozen Flame gameplay demo that I played on Steam. And so I brought up another person's their gameplay through the demo, and I'm going to show you guys that, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. Then I'm going to show you the trailer, the gameplay trailer on Steam, and talk to you guys why I feel like we should have had the type of gameplay that we see in the trailer from Steam rather than this demo. So let's go ahead and get into this. And I'm going to skip through, I'm not going to watch the whole 8 minutes. I'm just going to skip through, show you guys a little bits here and there. So this is where it started. The Ice Citadel, your character is looking like, kind of decked out a bit. Now, keep in mind, this is supposed to be like kind of like a medieval survival crafting type of game. And so when I look at this and I see this stuff, it's like, okay, he had to have collected a lot of materials to have that cape, to have that armor, to have that sword. But yeah, you have the sword, you have a special power, magic ability. Okay, and then you have the bow. And this pretty much just repeats itself over and over and over again. You just have a never-ending amount of enemies just coming at you over and over and over and over. And it just keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on going. Then you finally go down through, and if it'll load, you run into a boss enemy. You fight him to get through this door. And you're running down through here. You keep going for a little ways, and then you get a cutscene. Dragon shows up. She uses some power to block the dragon's attack, and then it goes to black. And I'm going to skip this a little bit because the point is, after that, after all that stuff, I don't know why it's running so slow. Of course, when I'm trying to record. But, it is what it is. You get to a character selection screen. You can, change the character stuff and whatnot. But after you're done with the, whatever character, you're running, you go to her, you talk to her, and then you just run off. It's an open area with nothing really going on. You see a door. And so I'm going to assume this person's going to run to the door since it's like close to the end of the demo, which is the whole point that I want to make with this video. So you run up to this door, you open it, and that's it. And this was done by Sorrow. Just a little shout out for him. Just showing the demo there. And then we're going to bring up Steam. So we have the trailer here. Let me go ahead and pause that. That really just it made it seem like, I don't know, when I played that demo, it was like, you know, let me just read the whole thing. Embark on an epic fantasy adventure in this dying world of dragons. Choose a path, amass power, and gather allies to make a stand against the cursed forces and the destructive influence of the frozen flame. Decide the fate of the world through your actions in this open world survival RPG. When I played this demo, I didn't get anything with like survival, and I had heard that it was supposed to be survival crafting, like you craft stuff. I came back after the demo and I watched this trailer, and I'll go ahead and show you it now because it's only like a minute long. So in that first few seconds, you have a glider that I'm assuming you make. You have like a different set of clothes, like you had really super powered clothing that you probably spent a lot of time getting the materials to craft, and now you have kind of like very basic standard clothing. You probably had to get furs from enemies or something like that to craft, and then some kind of a sword that looks like it's just made out of stone, like a starter sword made of stone. It looks like you might have co-op. That shows like a crafting mechanic. Bows, swords, shields, armor, staves, so magic abilities. It just looks really, really, really good. So when you watch and you play the demo, it's like you could complete the demo in a matter of minutes. It probably, like, if you really took your time and really like experimented with the three different types of combat, the sword or melee, the bow or the ranged, and the magic attacks. It seems like those are the only three types of physical attacks you're able to do. And there might be like, you know, some kind of things that come into play, like adding runes or something like that. It's purely hypothetical, but like something to add onto your armor to increase protection somehow or something like that. Or it's just a base stat, like the better armor you make, the more protection you have. But this looks so much better than what you get from the demo. And they either needed to lengthen the demo just by like a little bit, like maybe that next area, maybe allow us to start, like cap us off at like level 5 or something, like allow us to get up to level 5 and craft some stuff and make some things and really understand the game and get the feel of the game beyond that. Because that opening part, the opening part is really just the beginning of the game, and you just didn't get the feel that you're going to have for like 98% of the game. Like the whole rest of the game is going to be building up your weapons, building up your armor, building up your shelter, building up your whatever items you might need, and your healing items, whether or not you're going to need to eat or whatever. So I don't really understand, like, it looks great in this trailer. If you would just give us like just a little sample of the crafting and making your own weapons, making your armor or whatever you're wearing, making your shelter, like that was what really like would bring me into the game. And the point that I'm really making is, don't give up on this game. This game looks like it's going to be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it coming out. I'm not saying that it doesn't look good or anything like that. I'm saying that the demo that we got didn't give us anything really. We should have been able to explore a little bit at the very beginning and kind of get an idea of what it's going to be like and everything. And it doesn't look like a cookie cutter type of game as far as like the survival crafting genre goes, because you don't have very many medieval era survival crafting, and that's kind of what this feels like. This feels like medieval era with like Dauntless graphics, which looks good. I always thought Dauntless looked really, really good. So I'm really curious and interested to see where this goes, but the demo I don't really understand. I'm just saying, like, when you guys look at this game, look at the trailer, don't base whether you're gonna experience this game off of the demo, because the demo, from the look of the trailer, the demo just doesn't do it justice. But yeah, that's all I really had to say about this. Like, comment, subscribe. This is my first ever reaction video to something, so don't be too hard on me, because once I learn more on how to use YouTube and whatnot, I'll get better as time goes on. But I figured I'd just throw this out here for you guys to get a taste of it and stuff. Like other people like Kira TV, I really like him. I watch his videos and stuff. He did a thing on Frozen Flame back in 2020. Some other people have covered Frozen Flame and this upcoming game, which is supposed to come out this year in early access, I believe. It's worth a try, regardless of what you experience from the demo, which is not enough in my opinion. Just saying. But yeah, I hope you guys take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.